Jenny Smith is 3 years her elder. Jenny Smith will have a whopping 7-inch height advantage as well as a 8-inch reach advantage.
To the cage, and Jason Nivens.
This bout is brought to you by Twin Peaks. The party continues directly after the fights at Twin Peaks in Independence. Fighting out of the blue corner, Jenny Smith! Fighting out of the red corner, Haven Pennington! Let's make some noise!
Nick Barron starts this fight, round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Hoy Excavating. Black and white trunks for Jenny Smith, black trunks for Haven Pennington. There's the right hand from Smith. Smith 6 foot tall to Pennington's 5'5".
And has a little bit of Muay Thai style, right? That's where this timidness is coming from, standing up pretty tall. Lead leg is weightless. Expect some strikes to come off that lead leg from Jenny Smith.
Smith staying very active with her lead hand from the orthodox stance. Pennington staying on the outside, staying calm, now looking for the entry. There's the right hand, left hand, body kick from Pennington.
She doesn't have to watch the way she's coming in. She's coming in with her chin high and the hands down.
Measured start from both fighters. Both fighters have big support here in Independence, Missouri, Cable Dahlmer Arena in this jam-packed crowd. Smith on the low kick, staying active with her lead hand.
When you're fighting a taller, longer fighter, the way you enter has to be very careful. We just saw it in the last fight with Kareem. He was entering with these big overhands and exploding into it. It's a lot safer to do that than just running in with your hands down and your chin up. So Haven needs to figure out how to enter on Jenny Smith here.
On the kick, spinning back fist. Good combination on the inside by Smith as Pennington closed distance. Pennington now circling out, taking her back off of the fence. 125 remaining, round number 1. We're at the women's catch weight of 140 pounds.
Haven't shot in for the takedown, but great defense by Jenny Smith, using her forearm as a lever there to defend the takedown.
Smith looking for the calf kick, couldn't find it. Good awareness by Pennington. Pennington staying on the outside, looking for the entry to the mid-range. Smith, long 1-2, that was effective.
I would like to see Jenny throw more. She has the length, she can fight from the outside. Haven's already having a hard time closing distance.
Body kick partially caught. 40 seconds remaining, round number 1.
I think Jenny Smith could have a lot more success here if she just throws. Yeah, just that. Just 1-2s down the pipe.
Smith continually active with her lead hand. Trying to set that as a deterrent for the pocket and mid-range entries of Haven Pennington. A kick off the mark. Pennington trying to run in, took the right hand from Smith, missed with that kick.
And froze her in time there. You can tell that those shots stun Haven. And that's what's going to happen when you're running into those shots. Momentum going both ways. The car crash is going to meet and make the impact just that much harder.
Solid rear teep from Jenny Smith. Final seconds, round number 1. There is the bell.
A little slower pace than we've been used to all night with these ladies, but great first round for Jenny Smith. Haven's having a hard time figuring out how to close that distance. And here in the major pack replay, we see her get caught on the way in, and her chin's wide up. A little Spartan kick there to a back fist, goes for the takedown, but good on Jenny to use that form as a lever, exits with the knee. And here we saw her get caught, again, coming in with her hands down, chin up. If I'm in Haven Pennington's corner, I'm telling her, hey, we need to change the scenery. Let's try to grapple a little bit. Let's get some grappling going.
Jeff, our FAC fight stats through round number 1.
15 strikes to 9 for Jenny Smith. And I'd like to see her a little more active. There's not much to lose with being a little more active. Haven's having a hard time closing the distance. Big reach and height advantage for Jenny Smith. Let's get the hands popping a little bit more.
round number 2. Smith immediately going back to that active lead hand from the orthodox stance. We saw that, Jeff, from Jenny Smith through the vast majority of round number 1. Spinning back fist attempt from Pennington.
She's going to have a hard time finding success with her kicks just because of the length and height of Jenny Smith.
Inside kick from Smith. Outside kick. Left hand. Pennington on the body kick, partially caught. Pennington trying to open up in the pocket. Smith reestablishing distance, overhand right from Jenny Smith.
Jenny opening up a little bit more this round.
2:10 remaining, round number 1. Pennington's corner calling for the teep kick.
Yeah, and for Haven to kick, you're usually using your legs to be the longer target, right? They're the longest part of your body, so I'm usually able to hit you without you being able to hit me when I'm using my legs. However, with Jenny being so tall, she's able to jab Haven from almost across the cage when she's throwing these kicks.
Slight forward pressure now from the outside from Jenny Smith. Pennington still on the outside, looking for the entry. Outside kick, there's the entry. Driving pressure from Haven Pennington. Looking for the takedown on the double leg.
Haven's gonna wanna lock her legs here. Trying to reap with the right side.
Pennington now looking outside trip. And there is the takedown hit by Haven Pennington.
Secures the takedown, but she's gonna have to get her hands locked around again.
Pennington again looking for the outside trip. Now looking for the single leg with the outside trip. Takedown number 2 and close guard from Jenny Smith.
Her hand is stuck inside the guard of Jenny Smith. She's able to get it out.
Heel strikes on the thigh from Jenny Smith. That was creative and smart. Down the right hand from Haven Pennington in the stack. Another left hand from Haven Pennington and another. Pennington, heavy pressure from the open guard of Jenny Smith. Smith now closing the high guard. Pennington trying to stay heavy with her top game. Smith trying to be active with her bottom game. Throwing up the legs, more right hands from Haven Pennington. Effective shots on the inside.
Sorry, Sean, great head position from Haven. That was stopping a lot of the submission attempts coming from Jenny. And the fact that she had her head smushed up against the cage, it really makes it hard to use her hips.
Pennington showing her tenacity back to the inside. Smith trying to time the kick up. The 10-second clack.
You have to be careful. Earlier we were talking about LC Davis versus Hideo Takoro in Bellator, and he took an up kick right to the chin that snapped his jaw in half.
The bell, we move to the 3rd and final round.
Whenever your opponent's down in front of you and you want to engage in their guard, you have to lead with your hips. Otherwise the up kick can be the difference in whether you won the fight or not. Here in the Major Pack replay, we see just a wild exchange here, but Jenny's able to fight off the break with the knee. Haven decides to change the scenery here a bit, shoots for a takedown, is able to just lock her hands and just keep that pressure to where Jenny goes to her back, and here Haven on top. She was able to land some pretty good shots here, Sean. The back of Jenny's head was smushed up against the fence, and that made it tough for her to be able to use her legs. And here we see that close up kick. That's a lot of force coming to your face. So you have to lead with your hips.
Jeff, you mentioned the fight that I did commentate in Bellator, my friend LC Davis versus Hideo Takoro. I also think about that brutal up kick in Dream, Gegard Mousasi versus Jacare, which knocked Jacare unconscious.
There's been some brutal ones, and you want to learn from other people's mistakes and don't do them yourself.
3rd and final round underway. Jenny Smith in her 2nd AMI MMA fight. Haven Pennington in her 2nd AMI MMA fight.
Very well could be 1-1 going into the 3rd, and path to victory is clear for both these ladies, right? Jenny Smith, keep it on the feet. Let's use her length, use those kicks, use the jab, use the cross. And for Haven, it's, hey, let's get another takedown.
Side kick attempts. A kick attempt right back from Haven Pennington. Smith continuing to stay active from the orthodox stance with that lead left hand. Just trying to set the range. Getting out the left hand. There's the jab. Pennington looked for the step in, couldn't find it. The fighter is being very methodical here to start the third and final round. Check left hook from Smith. Straight left hand, right hand. Head kick just off the mark. Pennington spinning 360, resetting. Spin again, spinning back fist with a right hand from Jenny Smith. Body kick from Haven Pennington.
Jenny applying the pressure now on Haven.
Jenny Smith turning up the temperature here. Third and final round. Nearing the hips now of Haven Pennington as Jenny Smith with 140 remaining in round 3.
You hear Haven's corner imploring her to shoot the takedown. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see here. Why not?
There's the takedown. Effectively hit by Haven Pennington immediately in the side control. The step over in the full mount for Haven Pennington. On the face wash. Full on ground and pound now for Haven Pennington. Big right hand. More big shots. Referee Nick Barron's taking a closer look.
Big shots there.
Smith turning her back. Pennington staying heavy.
Going for the armbar.
Looking for the armbar. Trying to finish. Pennington can't find it there. Good submission defense and awareness from Jenny Smith. Now on the turn. The armbar, the second attack, the tap, and the win for Haven Pennington, round number 3.
Wow. Great win for Haven Pennington. She was facing some adversity there. Had a hard time closing distance, but did what she had to do. Her corner was imploring her, get the takedown, get the takedown. She waited for her chance. Beautiful takedown, by the way, right? TJ Dillashaw-esque. Puts the head on one side, legs behind the other. And it's almost like the old wrestling technique where you sit behind your friend and your other friend pushes you over. That's how that takedown works. Haven ends up in full mount. An armbar finish for the win. Armbar finish for the win.
Jenny Smith did some very good things on the feet, and Haven Pennington did some outstanding things on the ground. Our fight replays are presented by Major Pack.
Here in the replay, we see Jenny teeing off, having a lot of success on the feet, but look at that beautiful takedown. Dillashaw did that a lot in his career in the UFC. And then here we see the finish. Arm is just available. Good on Jenny to initially hitchhiker escape out of it, and then Haven repositions, gets her legs back over the head, and then just falls back for the armbar.
Our winner announcement is presented by Milagro Tequila.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended. 2 minutes and 5 seconds of the third round. Your winner by tap out, armbar, out of the red corner, Haven Pennington!
Beautiful. There seems to be a little bit of disagreement between the corners there. Not sure if there was some pre-fight antics, but now they're all squashing. That's the way it should be. This is unlike any other sport, Sean. This isn't basketball, this isn't golf. There's repercussions to losing. In basketball, you lose a game, you're a loser for a day. The next day, you win the game, you're a winner. There's consequences to losing sometimes. There's emotions that can come into this, but great to see him squash it. Big win for Haven Pennington, and her first time facing adversity inside the cage and pass with flying colors.
Both fighters had their moments. Haven Pennington, the takedown in round 3. The second armbar attempt, and she locked it in for the tap. Victorious by way of third round submission, Haven Pennington defeats Jenny Smith.